We are in Italy, we are in the Dolomites. I'm super excited, of course. This is my motherland. At the same time, today, no clouds. At least on the side where I want to take pictures. On this side, you will see the time lapse. A lot of clouds. So I'm going to sit here and wait a little bit and see if we can get some movements or not. Anyways, we will have a lot to explore in the Dolomites, so sit back, relax, and come along with me in this trip. Welcome to my channel. Here we talk about photography, and I make videos just like this one where we explore Italy and the Dolomites. So, if you're here for the first time and you love photography like me, it might be a good idea to subscribe. Six o'clock. Of course, it's not the right time to be here, but I have a dinner with a friend in a different valley, so I'm here now and I will try to do the best I can. I'm waiting for the sun to peek behind one of these towers. The sun is going down slowly. I'm waiting patiently, and I will possibly create maybe a sunburst composition because still no clouds. You know this? New hat. I'm testing my composition. I'm using the 50mm now. I want to be ready when the sun is going to disappear behind the mountain and have beautiful sunburst. If you want to have sunburst, remember to use the closest aperture you have on your lens. In this case, on this 50mm lens, the closest aperture is f/16. Another very important factor, if you want to capture sunburst, is using long exposure. So because I miscalculated how long the sun is going to take to hide behind the peaks, I'm doing some experimenting. And I will show you what happens if I use a 20-second exposure at f/16. Right now. Second day in the Dolomites. Behind me, the Alta Badia, which we are just leaving to go exploring the region of Cortina d'Ampezzo. Peaks, lakes, maybe rivers. Anyways, the scope is to find some good landscape photography. A lot to see. The clouds are with me today. I'm very excited. Let's get going. First short hike of the day, we are going towards Lago Limides. From this lake we should be able to see the Cinque Torri, 5 towers, maybe reflecting on the lake, I'm not sure, we will see. Anyways, I would like to inform you that since 2009, this area, the Dolomites, are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Also, Cortina, together with Milano, in 2026 will host the Winter Olympics. Although I underestimate the hike, basically just because I misread the map, we have arrived. This is Lago Limides. Fantastic reflections of the 5 towers, I believe. Are these the 5 towers? Sono le Cinque Torri? Just time to take a photo. We'll scout around for a composition. I saw a log in the water that might be a nice foreground.
I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm going in circles, going in circles. I should get away from here. There's a better place for me, better place for me. Trying to play my symphony, but there's so much noise around, so much noise around.
This is the most important part of landscape photography. When you get to the spot, I always recommend to walk around with the camera, try to spot the right composition. And for instance, when I arrived, the more evident composition was straightforward into the lake, reflections of the 5 towers. But then I saw this log, I see a tree that is reflecting and is making a little less obvious composition with more elements in order to give a little more depth to this image. Although reflections are always good, I will have reflections here, but maybe with more depth. And this is Lago Antorno. This beautiful lake has phenomenal reflections. I think 6 years ago I took exactly the same picture I'm taking today. But I don't care because I like it. And so maybe I'll try to change something from that composition. Maybe not. 1/60 at f8, ISO 64. I'm using my 20mm lens. The sun is coming from the side, so I'm using also my polarizer. And because there's a huge difference between the brightness of the sky and the foreground and the lake itself, I'm going to use 2 graduated ND filters. So this will be a 6 stops ND soft edge. Let's see. So now I have a 1/10. The water is not moving at all, so it will be enough. Test shot. Not bad. Do you see the red? It's 5:30. I don't understand. Sunset is in 4 hours, but it's all good. I just saw a nice composition. I will actually take a multiple shot panorama. I like to include the green, the mountains in the background, the church, and maybe 1 or 2 of the Tre Cime di Lavaredo. Straightforward, just a graduated neutral density filter, no long exposure. These places are kind of special for me because the very first time I've been here was almost 40 years ago, and I was here with my family, with my dad, which actually I think had a vertigo attack on a trail right here. So I'm really happy to be back. And at the same time, since I lived for so long abroad, I feel a sense of pride being in Italy, surrounded by all this beauty. I think I should spend more time here.